Hello everyone. Today we are going to be talking about Wisenet TMS, which stands for Transportation Management System with TAW4000H16. This is basically for transportation solution we provide with our mobile cameras as well as mobile NVR we can install inside of the moving vehicle. You can activate a lot of different type of functionalities such as archiving, playback, report, and so on. So let's just talk about it in different slides. Okay, this is a product lineup. This is a specification of hardware set TAW4000H16. It supports up to 128 mobile NVRs, which would cover 128 independent moving vehicles. For example, it's a bus and each bus would have one TRM having four cameras installed, shooting different angles inside of the bus, driver's seat, outside of the bus, and at the back of the bus. And this software would cover 128 buses that come to the depot where all the buses are stopped and wait for some time to restart the bus trip. So when it's in a Wi-Fi zone there, automatically through the Wi-Fi system, all of recorded video data will be archived into the server. We'll be talking about it more detail at the other slide though. Other than that, we have this event management supporting overspeed and geofence supporting up to 4K resolution and H.265. We use hardware specification CPU Xeon 16 gigabyte supporting RAID 0, 1, 5, and 6. For mobile MVRs, we have their three different models supporting from 4 channels to 16 channels. We have a different performances based on number of channels, and TRM1610 and 810 have laid one functionality. All the models support up to 4K resolution and Wi-Fi is available. The camera we recommend for mobile installation purpose is this compact type Q series having NEMA 4x 2 megapixel and 3.6 millimeter fixed lens. Other than this, we have three cameras as following. Those X series cameras are suitable for mobile installation. All of cameras have this NEMA 4x resistant to all that vibration and make the same performance as typical Wisenet X series cameras. You can choose depending on the focal length and IR. Besides all of those basic models, we also have a fisheye camera with this X series. For mobile purpose, XNF 8010RV and 8010RVM cover 360 degrees wide angle. For the front-facing camera, you can attach this onto your inside the window to shoot outside. It has a very vibration proof by adopting serration structure and nyrak nut so that it doesn't easily get loosened, although there is a lot of vibration. And it's a 2.8 millimeter fixed lens supporting all the other video analytics just like Wisenet 5 cameras. This is for describing features of Wisenet TMS. What people need for this type of transportation solution is real-time location tracking, video remote monitoring of the recorders installed in the vehicles, and when the moving vehicles get into the Wi-Fi zone, video footage are backed up onto the servers with wireless connection. Not only video data, but also all of event data is collected while the vehicle was running in its regular route, so that in management side, administrator can see, check, and monitor the event, whether camera has been turned off or recorded disk error, or even the moving vehicle got overspeed at a certain area or broke away its own route. Obviously, since, for example, the buses are so many that all of these administrators want to get those events from different buses in its monitoring system. And there we have this transportation monitoring system for efficiently using this management system and monitoring. So with this system, you have our mobile recorders, 4 channels, 8 channels or 16 channels in any transportation, and install our mobile cameras and record the video event. And if you have a 3G, 4G router installed nearby your TRM mobile NVR, through these wire networks, you'll be able to receive key data including GPS information, alarm event in your control center in the distance. And our appliance TAW408016 has Wisenet TMS pre-installed, and because of this management software, you'll be able to monitor and see what's been recorded in your moving vehicles based on its location and events. And you have these live features available soon in next version, so that when moving vehicle is running around the route with its 4G, 3G network system, you will receive real-time live video in your central management office with software. But this will need a few issues to be clarified. First of all, you need to make sure that enough data consumption through 4G, 3G networks for live features should be affordable, because you cannot just use this video data for just many hours every day. And obviously, each TRM should have its own modem that you have to kind of agree a contract with a telecommunication company there to run all our system. Mainly because you will need to use its modem and IP that consumes data when you actually need it. Since TMS has also a similar structure of SSM consisting of the server and the console, TMS itself can be clustered up to 28 servers to manage massive number of mobile NVR. So basically, one TMS server, which is an appliance, can register up to 128 mobile NVRs, which are the number of the moving vehicles. So you can just extend the number of TMS along with number of vehicles in the depot. Key features of TAW4000 appliance is it provides the users with easy maintenance and reliable performance. And you can manage great number of vehicles, 3,000 buses or trains most likely used. It also gives you a route area search, meaning the end user can search the history of where the vehicle has run and events that were triggered when something happened inside of the vehicle. For the automatic archiving, the center would receive those mentioned data backed up automatically when it's in a Wi-Fi zone at the depot, and the manager can easily see the status of device, event records, hours of driving, and speed on various operational reports. To see more detail on configuration-wise in TMS, we have captured a video clip of it based on how it operates and works. Before going into any detail, please be cautious that this software can only be used with our Wisenet mobile NVR via our own protocol. And the end user can select automatic backup with all video footage or on the event, and video footages and GPS data will be retained for a year. This is the page when you open up the TMS software and configuration. Firstly, you have to register your mobile NVR into this TMS system to be managed. Go to Device tab and register your NVR in each vehicle. If it's in the same Wi-Fi zone, you'll be able to pop up registerable NVR in configuration page. And you can go ahead and register them typing the password. Okay, this is a capture page of configuration. Now, TMS server has been already registered. With that, click that button down there, and you'll be able to see two TRM appearing in the same network. And you can type that ID and password of one TRM there, registered. And now you can configure certain functionality in that TRM. For example, if you go to Archive tab, you can do this Archive video type. For example, all or only video footage with certain event. And also you can enable and disable the archive. So with this archive enabled, you can set that video retention and GPS retention period. Now you see the configuration has been changed. Geofence here means when you define certain area that the vehicle should be in or out, then you will get the alarm. To understand it better, this is the page of Geofence. You can see the Geofence rule here in the configuration page. Now you have applied three rules and you can apply one rule to one vehicle. So for example, here in Dubai, with this certain area defined, and if vehicle number one enters or exit that define the geofence rule, then you will receive the alarm saying that vehicle number one breaks away from its normal route and going somewhere it shouldn't. Okay, this is a page of geofence. Okay, if we go to the event there, geofence rule, and you have already registered Incheon in and out, Seongnam-si in and out. But now we are going into all the way Dubai, United Arab Emirates. So go there and you see the Dubai there, right? And you have already three vehicles and two of them were already registered. Now you are creating geofence rule, another one which will be named Dubai UAE apply. Now you have another rule for geofence. And now you are going to set the area of geofence like that. And you are going to apply this vehicle number 3 there to the first of all you have to also put this whether enter or exit or both. So now what you're going to do is you apply that move the vehicle number 3 to this geofence rule to buy. So if vehicle number 3, if this moving vehicle goes out of geofence rule, in or out, you will have this alarm triggered. For the search of route and area, we can also support 5 vehicles for area search and playback, each footage with its individual event. You can also see vehicle speed displayed with timeline and location. And all those video footage can be exported as a AVI for public use or SEC format, which is encrypted with a password. This is a captured page of TMS route and area search. You can select and device date. You can see speed information of vehicle that's on the route at a certain point. You can see vehicle name and IP address in this pop-up message. And on your right hand, you can see all type of events triggered with the vehicle. Okay, this is a movie clip captured for this video search. The left side, you can see the video recorder registered in a system, and you select the date you want to play back, and you can see all those different cameras shooting different angles. So, and on your right hand, you can see this moving vehicle is going to somewhere based on a Google Map, and you can also search event. We have a different type of event, so you can select, for example, geofence or like geofence entered. Then when you just double click it, you can see exactly the time that the video footage has been recorded, and you can also go to this emergency bell. As soon as you click it, you can see the at the right time having all this video footage recorded. And not only that, we also have a different type of event that you can select. For instance, impact detection, you will have all these video footage that have this impact detection triggered. We have added this report feature for summarized statistics so that the guard or administrator doesn't have to monitor all the vehicles accessing to them like every time it has a certain alarms triggered by the vehicles. It's easy to recognize with these given graphical numbers based on the events triggered at each vehicle. This page contains GPS report, device report, and system report as following slide. On your left side, you will have a summary overspeed geofence and so on for all the event categories. And for each selection, you will have a numbers that have been triggered in different type of events and categories and collected from all the vehicles registered in the system. So the user will be able to recognize the issues in easier and more convenient way. This is a capture video of report. If you click all the way up there for report button, you can see the summary of GPS device system. And if you click this overspeed in more detail information, it's going to be given to you. So you have this GPS information speed, the time that it has happened, and also the particular TRM. And if you can, if you go to like the device, also there's a summary for that too. And go for system archiving status, you can see this that particular TRM has been processing the archive from time to time. And if you click server log over there, you can select the time you want to search, or you can also filter certain event. For example, this we have clicked all of event, and now you can see regardless of which type of event, they are all coming into this server. So some of them is like playback, if video archiving started or stopped. This is for manual backup from our mobile NVR when there is a no Wi-Fi connection available. What this feature does is for the mobile NVR, you can take your hard disk out of it and connect that hard disk to the TMS server to export certain video footage with SCC format and define the path inside of the server. User can also select what type of event he or she wants to export for backup purpose. So next slide will show you what it looks like for backup. As you can see, when you put your hard disk with hard disk reader to your server, you'll be able to see TMS disk activated there. Then you can see all the search condition to raw the video footage with the event and click onto event you want to backup, type in the password for SCC format. Then you can export and save them into your server. It provides status, type of event, and data dates like this. So if you see the movie clip there for manual backup, you just go to the external hard disk and you have this target page and you open up this computer page, and as soon as you connect the TRM hard disk there, you can see TRM appearing there, click it, and as soon as you click the date, you'll be able to see all of this event data with the video footage. You have to click the first search. Now you see the oldest event type and status ready to be backed up. So you can just simply, you know, um, select the one that you want to back up with, emergency bell. And all those video footage were recorded with the event of emergency back bell. So you can also define the path and click enable SCC file encryption, type the password and confirm it, and click the export. Then you see this bar filling out 26%, 35, 60. And soon as you have this 100% all filled up, then um, export video has been um, exported, and double click the video footage, press type the password of it, and you can see this video footage which is backed up. It goes along with this backup viewer, so you can see what's happening there. For your more information, we have attached here the detailed specification of TMS appliance TAW4000H16. It's a Windows 10 OS based, and software is already installed, having 128 devices registerable in the system, which will be the same number of vehicles, having one NVR in each vehicle. When it's more than 128 vehicles to be managed, you can have more by extending number of server up to 28, covering maximum 10,000 channels. We support 35 clients per each server to be accessed to and monitored. And for hardware-wise, we have a Xeon processor with 16 gigabyte memory and 16 hard disk. We have these technical performance and functionalities available in this data spec. When it comes to archiving, it supports 4K resolution, pretty much all of events from a camera. Wi-Fi is included, but for those who want to use 3G, 4G for live view at the vehicle real time, we need a modem to support it, oftentimes by local telecommunication, so that you are able to live view or get the real-time GPS information while vehicle is driving by its route. For all the other major functionalities, you can just go backward and see the captures video to understand it better. This is it, and we hope you understand the whole system structure and features of TMS well enough so that we can apply this solution to your project properly. Thank you very much for your attention, and we will see you next time with different topics. Thanks.